What's going on, Slot Car family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This is MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo, and in this video we're going to be doing a follow-up to the last video where we ran this awesome Jordan 191 Michael Schumacher by Scaleauto, and we broke the lap record. That's right. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend going back and checking that video out where we broke the lap record with this amazing car. I mean, still one of my favorite looking liveries. So in today's video, we're going to be running the Benetton 1991 driven by Michael Schumacher, made by Scaleauto as well. This is the team that Schumacher left after one race with Jordan, joined Benetton in his rookie season. So again, a lot of the information is in that last video, so I highly recommend checking that out as to the story behind all of this. But here's a look at this awesome 91 Benetton. And here it is, the 91 Benetton driven by Michael Schumacher. Very iconic livery if you're an F1 fan, the early 90s Benettons. I mean, I think it's a very cool looking livery. There's a detail on Michael's helmet, looking very good. And the camel sponsorship, Ford, Pirelli. It's a very nice looking car, and Scaleauto has done very well with this series. This is my favorite series to collect of late. The Formula One series by Scaleauto. These are the ones I've been most excited for collecting, and they have a lot more cool ones coming out this year in 2025 that I cannot wait to get my hands on. But here's a look at this car. So this one's ready pretty much to tackle the track. All I've done is loosen the body to give it a little bit of wobble. And also the motor pod, loosened it again just to give it a little bit of play. And I moved out the rear tires with these set screws and pushed them out just a little bit. So we're gonna run this car and see if we could beat what we did with the team that Schumacher left for, that Jordan 191. Let's see what we can do with this little beast. And then we're gonna remove the magnets and see what kind of time we can do with non-mag and compare it to the mag time. But without further ado, let's get to the track. Now, do you remember in the last video that this Jordan 191 broke the lap record on my track? A record that stood for pretty much a year now. Yeah, about a year. This car broke it in one running. Well, this video, this Benetton broke this lap record, and now this one has the lap record. It was not much in it, but it is the current lap record holder. So it was a good switch, I guess, from the Jordan to the Benetton for Michael. So currently the Scaleautos are dominating my leaderboard. First and second, as you can see here, are the Michael Schumacher cars, but also in third and fourth are the other Scaleautos of Ayrton Senna and David Coulthard. These Scaleautos have been running very well on my track, to say the least. So now what we're gonna do is open it up and take out the magnet and give it another run and see how close we can get to the magnet time. It will be slower without the magnets, obviously. You're gonna have to drive the car more. So let's open this up and remove the magnet. So to open this car up and all the F1s up, there's just the two screws, the one back here and the one up front here. So let me do that now. So the two screws have been removed. Body comes off just like that. And here's a look at the chassis itself. Now the magnet sits right back here, as you can see, right there. So to get to it, now I might be wrong, so if anyone knows better than me, let me know in the comments. You have to loosen up the motor with these two screws there. And then there's also these set screws that hold it into place. But to get that out, I think, because yeah, to get to these screws here, you gotta remove the axle. So I'm gonna loosen up the axle, remove it, and then we'll get to those screws. A bit of a process, but the magnet is out. I'm gonna slap this all back together and we'll get to the track. So the gears are all back together. Everything's good to go. The magnet is off the car. All that's left to do is throw the body back on and go run some laps.
And we make our first mistake, our first D-slot on lap 1. Surprise, surprise, MP, as we go off for a second time. But I promise I will get in a rhythm here at some point. But this is why I love this hobby. You remove the magnets on a car and it becomes a totally different car to drive, obviously. But that's what makes it fun. It makes you have to relearn the car, which, you know, it's an aspect of this hobby, which I personally enjoy. It's like driving this car now in the rain opposed to driving it in the dry. At least that's the way I look at it. Let me know if you agree with that statement or if I'm just trying to find excuses as to why I'm driving poorly. But as you can see, I am getting in a bit of a rhythm here. Let's see what kind of a lap time we end up with. Commentator's curse strikes once again.
So this Benetton non-mag managed a 7.0, which is not bad at all, non-magnet on this track. It's actually, I think, the quickest currently. I will say that if you did run this car no mag, it would benefit from some weights, obviously, in the back, if you had some weight to kind of stabilize it a little bit. But still, nonetheless, fun car to drive non-mag. But I do maintain that the F1 cars should have a magnet, just because in real life they have so much downforce that I feel that they should in slot car form as well. But I do see the appeal of driving these with no magnet as well. It makes it a lot more squirrely, obviously, in the back, and a lot more driving involved, which is, as you just saw, it is fun. And it's a learning curve when you're going from mag to non-mag in one session. You have to kind of relearn the car all over again, which is what makes this hobby fun. So non-mag, pretty decent car. With the mag, a bullet, as you saw earlier. So in closing, beautiful car, very well done again by Scaleauto. They make very awesome cars out of the box. You could throw these on the track and they're going to be competitive. So 2 thumbs up on this end. Can't do 2 at the same time, but you get it. Awesome car, awesome livery, love it. So that's going to end this video here, and I hope you all enjoyed it. This has been MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Remember, I almost forgot, but keep your guide in the slot a little bit better than I did with this car with no mag. Until next time, ciao.